right, hey everybody. We're about to head out on a huge summer trip. Me and my two daughters, who are 14 and 10, and so we're going to make a little video documentary of the process and our journey, and hopefully share some cool sights and some memories for years to come. So it's currently 2026, and this is the rig we're taking. This is our 2018 Tacoma. It has been a project of mine since I bought it new in around 2018, so it's getting on 8 years old. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around and point out some of the key pieces of our truck build here. So of course we got our ARB front bumper with the come up winch. This gets us out of tight spots. We've used it a few times getting out of mud down here in South Florida where we're living. If you can't tell, it is very hot and we got some palm trees going on. So on the hood here we have I believe an 80-watt solar panel, and that keeps the batteries topped up. Let me pop the hood real quick. I'll show you what we got going on underneath there. All right, so come on in here. We've got a 2 battery system set up with advanced glass mat or AGM batteries. Over there is the charge controller for the solar panel on top of that battery. And over here we've got a cool aux beam 8 switch that runs all the lights that we have. And then come on over here. It's a little dusty, but you can see down here, this is our ARB air pump that we have to inflate, deflate tires with the little chuck right there. And then let's go this way. All right, and then so coming around this side, we've got the ARB Safari snorkel up here. We've got a roof rack. I can't remember the brand name. It's Cascade or something like that, with the Starlink, with a cargo mat. We're putting mostly waterproof stuff up on the roof, and waterproof bags and a tent, stuff that can't get damaged by water. And that's going to help us with a little extra storage. It's also expandable. That cargo net can open up and we can put anything else we need to up there in a pinch. And then down here, of course, we got the ARB running boards and the Australian bars on the front there. That helps us move aside any kind of large brush or trees that we find out along the trail. We got, of course, the BFGs. I think those are about 32.5 inches. We do get a little bit of rubbing on the frame mounts that we're going to have to do something about eventually, but not before this trip. All right, and then of course we got the vinyl wrap done here in Naples by Panda Printing. It's showing its age a little bit. This came on about 5 or 6 years ago, and that's about the shelf life of one of these vinyl wraps. But you know, we'll probably refresh it here in a year or two, but it's still serving the purpose of protecting the paint, and it's also very aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, and then just follow me around here. We've got the crown jewel of the rig. This is the AT Overland Tacoma Habitat. Folds out 180 degrees flat, and that gives us 14 feet by 4 feet of mattress space that you get into by climbing up through the center, or we've got a ladder you can come in through the side on. Again, it's been on the rig for at least 5 years now, and we've liked it quite a bit. So let's actually open up the back here real quick. For comfort, we've added these window blackout pads. Just got them off Amazon to keep things comfortable inside for the person riding in the back. Of course, easily removable. And then some of these backrests here for some of my Molly gear. I'm an ex-jar head, so of course I got to have lots of little doodads on there. And of course, we got puke bags here just in case anybody gets sick. It has been known to happen. What's going on? Okay, and then under here we've got a tire repair kit, so that's plugs just in case we get a puncture. And of course we got the air in the front, which is on demand, so we'll be able to pump up air. We got some games and things like that, maps in the back of the seat. We'll be piling up backpacks in the back and have one kid in the back, one kid in the front seat. We'll see how that works out, but it should be pretty good. All right, so coming around the back here, Again, I can't remember the name. Happy to answer that question if anybody's interested. But got the rear bumper attached to it with the swing out here. Bird's been making a nest in my spare tire, but I got a pair of rubber boots there just in case it's wet. This folds down as a little table so we can cook there, and you know, have to clean off the bird's nest. But yeah, it's going to work out great. And then of course, got a shovel here in case we need to get out of or dig any holes, or you know, dig ourselves out of a rut. So that's held on with a couple of quick fists here. And then coming around, spare tire mounted on the swing arm, two 5-gallon Scepter tanks. These are filled with just Collier County H2O, and we have a bit of a pump on the inside. In fact, I'll show you a bit of the inside of the rig here. So this is the back. I got this cheapo C deck here. It's not brand name C deck. It's just something off of Amazon there, self-applied here, but makes it a little more comfortable to step on. These drawers, these came from AT Overland also. Just some, you know, cooking stuff. Got some oils and sauces and some, you know, cans of food in there just in case. Don't really plan on using much of it. And then down in this guy here, emergency radio, a couple of MRE meals, some sealant just in case the tent has an issue. These pads right here are laundry detergent, so this is what we'll be using for laundry soap. We're gonna need to stop at least a couple times and do laundry. In here, got a kind of a getting older, so this rubber's getting a little nasty, but this is a water filtration pump. So that's got a little battery in it that we'll use to pump out of the water tanks over there for filling up water bottles or for filling up the jet boil for cooking. All of our cooking stuff is in these two boxes up here. Those nest pretty nicely. I can't remember the name of the supplier there, but they were 35, 40 bucks a piece. They're filled with all of our bowls and cooking stuff. Then inside the rig, we've got this. Is actually one of my favorite pieces. This is just a paper towel roll right here that suspends from the back end of the rig. Got these hammocks that were for yachts that string up from the front to the back and can hold lighter stuff that just swings there. And then of course we're actually powering the Starlink on the roof rack from the back here. Didn't get the chance to wire it into the 12 volt, but this works just fine too. USB-C adapter does the trick through a cigarette lighter adapter that's built right into the rig. And then the colors of the great state of Florida, which we're always trying to represent. Over here, we have a little bit of a Dometic refrigerator. It's not on right now. It does suck up some power. It's not huge. It's good enough. We're probably not planning on leaving home with too much perishable food in there. You know, we're planning on making stops in civilization along the way. Once we get out to further into the desert portion of our agenda here, we'll be stopping at grocery stores and picking up stuff for our journey along the way. And then of course we got our in case of emergencies, luggable loo here. So just to make sure nobody has to use a tree who doesn't want to. Cool. So, you know, there's some other stuff going on in the rig. We got some Velcroed bags stuck up along the inside. They have some playing cards in them, some first aid stuff. Over here, I've got a couple ropes that I use to help me put the tent back up after I've used it. Some toothpaste and toothbrushes up in here. We got a kite and just some 550 cord, things like that to keep us entertained while we're moving along and camping. So that's it. That's the beginning of the journey right here. We've got a few more bags to pack that are here on the ground. We'll get all that stuff loaded up in there. And then first thing in the morning, we're going to load ourselves in the truck and head down the road. We're going to be gone for about 3 weeks. We're going to plan on doing a number of different parks along the way. So we'll make more videos as we progress and share some adventures hopefully, and maybe a few challenges we have to overcome, but that's the best part of the journey. So looking forward to making these videos and sharing updates as we have them. So that's it for now. Over and out.